Yeah, she got me coffee. Isn't she the best?
What?
You got me dunking.
Oh, yeah. I'm so put out. It's like crazy.
Damn, bro, your brain is fried too, just like us.
No, I
Somehow.
You went out?
No.
What'd you do?
I was just like at someone's house. I just like stayed there for the day.
Uh-oh, new man.
Just trying to say.
New man alert.
Alrighty then. Open it up, Malik.
What's going on, guys? Lost Mafiosos here. We got
Jose.
ETHIEN.
and we got my boy
Vinny.
Vinny. No, you have to say it right. You have to say it. I guess Vinny. Vinny. Not Vinny.
My boy came down here all the way from Virginia. We went to a show yesterday. We went to go see ETHIEN. So that shit was pretty nice.
Yes,
oh
yes.
yeah. Us we did, and a couple other friends. So my boy in town, he decided to join us on the podcast. So we're just gonna be all about him today. We just want to know about my boy Vinny, man. So
Yeah, we're by interrogating.
Did you have fun last night,
doing.
Vinny? You had fun? A lot of fun? You went to the
I feel
mosh?
like shit, so yeah. Fuck no.
You didn't go to the mosh?
You didn't go to the mosh?
Dude, I ain't big enough for that shit.
But you always go to Iris. What are you talking about?
You could get into it.
I mosh by myself. That's what I don't do
You mosh with the wall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He just punches the walls. That's why there's a bunch of fucking. That's why there's a crater at the wall, actually.
Oh, that's funny. All right, man. So, like, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, like, yeah, where you're from. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay, nice. Wait, where you say where you're from? Did you say?
Born and raised Florida.
Oh yeah.
Home is Asheville, North Carolina. And I currently live in Virginia Beach.
Hey, lit. Nice. So, out of our friend group, you're one of our DJ friends that knows, you know, the ones and twos. Do even people say that nowadays?
I'm done.
You know how the turntable works.
I know how to do this and push buttons.
Nice.
He does
So
it.
what got? Well, tell us, I guess, your name right now and what got into being a DJ.
So, right now, my DJ name is Vexer, and what got me into it is Myrtle Beach, right? Like 5 years ago.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. I went there with my best friend Marshall. Y'all know him. And we were there for vacation. Met one dude, DJing on the beach, rhythm.
Oh.
Then went back to North Carolina. Marshall got aboard. We started fucking around with it. Started going to shows. And I went up from there.
Nice.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
You just like fell in love with it, like when you seen it, like
it really was just like
Were
doing
you?
whatever. And then eventually, like, we met some DJs, Brandon.
oh yeah.
Brandon and Curtis and all them. And then we started getting into it more. And that's when I went fucking employment and shit.
Were you already into the EDM music, or that's what got you
I
into
listened to
EDM?
Skrillex and shit like a while ago.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was, pretty much when I started DJing is when I got in the rave scene.
So when did
Wow, that's wild. That's awesome, dude. That's really awesome, though, in a way.
It was like June or July of 2018. That was like,
Dang,
when I
bro.
went to the beach.
Almost everyone in that group kind of like relatively started in 2018.
I started in 2019, so that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I started in 2011.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Well, I think we were talking about this on the other podcast. The first music I started listening to was like 2010, 2009, which was Tiesto.
Like, yeah, everyone
Damn.
started like that early, but like.
So you would say Skrillex would be the one that you
I
were?
mean, like, everybody knows Skrillex,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Marshmallow.
Yeah. Marshmallows.
Skrillex, like, my thing is, like, Skrillex and Marshmallow, I don't really consider them, like, the rave DJs, because they're the kind of DJs, what they do is they expand their music to reach other genres. That's why they're so big.
Yes.
That's really what reached out and why people grasped on it. So.
Yeah, you have to build that bridge, to like not
That's why
just
Marshmallow's
be
so big,
popular
'cause he
in your
does, like,
community, but
rap and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, he works with other famous people, and that's where he grew from. So
yeah. So then, what's it called? You see yourself doing this big? I mean, of course, I want the best for your success, but what's behind? Because I mean, to be honest, like, I used to DJ when I was in high school,
Eli.
just for like friends' parties,
In years.
even my cousins' house parties and all that, and even family for like New Year's and all that shit. Bro, remember back then with I don't know. Oh, I mean, I don't know if you guys heard of it, but back then the main software that was kind of like available because Pioneer had one. For their CDJs, but it was expensive and you couldn't get it for free. But there was a virtual DJ, and that had like the same like layout as right now with.
I mean, they
I'm on
got
GarageBand,
fucking
so.
DJing on fucking VR now, and it's
Oh yeah, I saw
headset
that.
on and that's
Yeah.
Dope as fuck.
That's crazy.
I seen that, dude.
people do like live streams and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I seen a guy on his main TikTok is learning how to DJ through VR.
That's wild.
Which is honestly
Yeah.
like pretty easy way. Just I mean, if you don't have the shit, but obviously,
And probably like not as
It is an
expensive.
outlet to be able to do it, anyways.
I mean, if you
like,
got a
think
VR
about it, if you
headset,
got a-
I mean, that's
yeah.
all you gotta
Yeah.
do. So
Because if you got like a VR like setup, and especially if you use a computer, like that's probably like that's gonna run you up close to like $3,000.
I mean,
Damn.
I started out
probably for like a
when
good
the
PC
VR,
and
yeah, when the
VR,
first
right?
VR came out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that bitch got the cords and shit. Like now, it's like you got completely wireless and everything's better.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier.
Plus, like I'm pretty sure like DJ equipment like for
That shit
everything
is not cheap.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure that's
spent,
like what?
So my board, I have the what is it? RX2, and it's just the 2-channel, and I think they run up to like 2,400, and then speakers like
Shit.
450. I mean, I bought MacBook mainly for
Coño.
productions. I mean, I went all out for that. I spent $4,500 on that.
Damn. Bam.
Yeah. So if you
I
want to
was
get
gonna
into
say,
it,
I,
hey,
I,
you
maxed,
got
I,
your
I maxed it out. I
options.
was like, you know what? I was like, it's about time I need a new laptop. I know I just got back from deployment. I was like, might as well
Go big.
have
go
money in the
home.
bank.
Yeah. Now, what was your first show that you performed, and when?
So I want to say like, it's hard to say like what my first show, because I mean I played at Habiba's. I don't know if you guys know that in Greenville.
Habiba?
It was just something that like Brandon Curtis, me, Marshall, like you know every Thursday we'd just go there and you know wasn't a lot of people, but I would say like my first like show to say is actually here in Atlanta at is that Syndicate, the old one, not the I don't know if they got shut down after the shooting.
Shooting that happened, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they
They
did.
did, yeah. But the one before that, I was going back, or it was supposed to be in my slot, but I went back to back with. I'm gonna have to get back with you on that.
Was that, how did it go? How do you feel?
It went good. I mean, it was my
Like,
first
were you
back to back
nervous?
too. I mean, it was. Yeah. I mean, there weren't a lot of people there either. I mean, it was, you know, it's Syndicate.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
an
a
after party
kickback.
thing.
Yeah.
But
Which is a good
it was-
thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was still,
Consider
it was
what-
still lit. I only gone there once.
I think like it's weird because like going from that and then you know I joined the Navy and I want to say like 7 months in like I started doing the DJing for the boat and when we
what?
went to Greece I convinced the so they had a DJ like that was from there. She was playing like rap, hip hop, all that stuff, and I convinced her, or I convinced the people like, hey, like I'm the DJ for the boat, like be down to let me play. You know, I mean, there's we got 5,000 people on the boat, so think about it, like 2,000 of them are at least on the pier. Chopping some rhythm. I don't know how many. A lot of people were dogging on me for it, but I was like, I was asked by multiple people, bro, you need to go up there and throw some rhythm. I said, all right, I got you. You know.
That's crazy.
And that was actually kind of like nerve wracking too. I mean, and their system is garbage. Like they had their board. I don't know what the hell they were using.
It's from probably like
It was
decades.
probably made in like
1800s.
I wouldn't even say China. Like it was made like in some basement in some like country you don't know of.
Oh shit!
And then,
So it's not even that it looked
I
really
had
old.
to-
It just looked like
yeah.
it was put together
I was
poorly.
I was supposed to have a 2-hour set too, and I ended up only getting one because for like 3 hours I was trying to get my music because
To play.
I had to. So the way that like Record Box works is like you go through the Record Box and your USB. But their system was basically like I had to take all the music I had and just drag and drop into my flash drive.
Oh wow.
Which so and you know it's Greece, we're a foreign country, and service is kind of ass.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it was taking a while.
It took me, I think, like 2.5, 3 hours to finally get that shit to work, and I took like an hour of my playtime.
Jeez.
So,
Damn.
But I was like, fuck it.
You still fucked it up for
I
an
know.
hour, though, I mean, hey.
I was kind of, it was actually kind of hype though, because I played some trap bass and shit too.
What if we
Nice.
like at one point we just take a trip to Europe and we try to find like one of those like underground shit? And we
Bro,
try to
Amsterdam,
Shit.
places like that, bro, they be part. I mean, I'm upset because like when I went on deployment, this was right after COVID started, so we were lucky enough to go to port, and then we just went on a pier. And Greece was cool because I mean they actually had like a whole lot of shit, vendors, but then we went to Dukem and that was all they got is a hotel and a gas station. And obviously like COVID, we couldn't go out, but you know.
Bro, that gas station must
Greece
have made
was still
money
beautiful.
that time. Lucky motherfucker there.
But what I'm gonna say, like, I feel like to play at clubs, especially like at Europe and like Amsterdam, like I think there's like they're majorly more of a clique like compared to here. Like I don't think like they will let
Like-
anybody unless you're big. You
Like
know,
there's
and
like it's
you wanna
crazy 'cause, like you know you got like
Yeah, but you
Spaghetti. He
talk your
just
way
he just
into it.
went on like a long ass like Europe tour or a big ass tour over there somewhere, and you know it's obviously they like that shit. So like that's a goal of mine. I want to actually go cross country and like tour a little bit, but
That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Bro, talk about the Navy though. Like, how was
Yeah.
that shit,
I
bro?
was gonna say,
how
like,
was
don't do it.
The-
Join the Air Force. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah,
what was it about it? You say don't do it. Like, is it the
It's dude. It's
what's rough about
like
it?
I don't like I was in so I guess I kind of have like the right to say some of the stuff. But like I'll be honest, right?
Dog on them.
First of all, like our country's falling to shit, and and then I gotta mention that like the military, not even just the Navy, but the military is so short-handed. So there's so many people that don't want to join. That's why they're offering like $100,000 bonus. But you go in, you know, they basically tell you you're replaceable. But the reality of it is, not really. But they treat you like dog shit. Sexism, favoritism, you know, that's major. It's basically one of those things like, so I was cooking, right? And I'm working 17, 18 hours a day.
Damn.
I get, we're doing all the cooking and shit, and we get about an hour break in the middle of the day. We get about 10, maybe 15 minutes to eat before every meal. Everybody else gets like an hour on the boat.
What the hell?
We're working 7 days a week. Like when we pull into port, typically like other places or other shops to say, or they get majority of the time off because we're in port. Obviously, we still have to cook, so we're cut down to like probably like if we're there for 4 days, we're only really being able to enjoy it for like 2 of it. So
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
it's
Damn.
just it's shitty to say this, right? So when we went to Greece, is an example, right? Military people, majority of them are married. Not when they're overseas,
Bro,
I can see that from a mile away.
one of my officers for my division, she was, you know, getting some with a what was she? I think she was a first class, and he's a chief warrant
so like
officer.
in
Like, it's
the
like they weren't really
What?
like, but it's just like, first of all, it's like the rankings, like obviously officers aren't supposed to be fucking with like chiefs and shit, you know. Chiefs aren't really supposed to be fucking with like underclassmen.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's the higher chain of command is so stupid.
It's corrupted.
It's very corrupted. The higher chain of command is so dumb because they treat you like dog shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they say like, and then like we'll have like group meetings. You guys are doing awesome, you know, motivational shit. And then like 4 hours later, they're like coming at us like you guys are slacking and all this shit.
Yeah.
It's like they try to pick up the morale, but then they like beat us down like dogs, and it's just like, bro, like we are literally working hard as hell, and you know we're.
So you're already happy that you're already.
Oh, I am so happy. You know, I could have stayed in. I mean, because my CO and XO, they like me. I mean, you know, it's just like I want to get the hell out of here. Like mentally, like that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, I feel like it's a lot of like mental, because like besides also the physical work or whatever training they make you go through.
So like first deployment, right? So we hit Greece and then we hit Duqm Oman twice, and we broke the record. Well, no, I'm wrong. Okay, so that was second deployment that we went to these ports. So first deployment, right after COVID. We were out to sea for 207 days in total, and those entire 207 days we didn't hit a port, which is the record broken since I think like the 50s, and it was like 150. So, and then after first deployment, we come back 4 months later, send it back out, which is not normal. You know, typically aircraft carrier comes in, sits for about a year and a half. Before it goes on another deployment. Nope, they said 4 months. We're shipping them back out. Now, reminder: this boat's like 45. You know, they usually decommission at like 50 years old. Damn. The second deployment, 4 months after, was rough because so we were the ones that were doing like the assisting for the pullback in Iraq and all that shit. And it was. That's when we went to the ports and shit. It was all right, but going 2 deployments basically back to back is called a double pump. And then not to mention, so let me give you an example, right? So first deployment, we had 1 reactor issue pretty much the entire deployment. Second, we had, I want to say 7 reactor issues in a week, and AFFF, which is like it's like a type of fire extinguisher to say. It's like a foam.
Okay.
But that shit's very corrosive, right? We got that shit just out of nowhere spraying off in the hangar bay, fucking shit up, millions of dollars going to waste. Yeah, we pull in, we go to the shipyards. Shit, they probably dropped $50 million to do shit. I mean, we had, I think it cost like 3.4 million or whatever to do the flooring for the mess decks, and it wasn't even like 3/4 of the way after first deployment that shit got fucked up. Damn. So that's what our tax dollars goes to, is just shit to get fucked up again. Cause like the boat's old as hell. Like they're trying to spend so much money to repair it, or like redo the flight deck, and all this shit's gonna be fucked up in like a year. The boat's gonna get decommissioned in a couple years, and that's like, I don't know, probably $50 million wasted just, when they could have been spending that on a new boat. Which we have.
Just like safe.
Or they just decommission.
It's just hard because like it's not like we can build these things in like a week.
Yeah.
But, because they just came out with the Ford. It was a new carrier, but I don't know. The Russians also be out there.
Yeah.
All the time.
Have y'all ever seen their ships?
Oh, as soon as we went on first deployment, day 3. You go to smoke pit. You could see the Russian destroyer behind us.
What the fuck?
So
bro?
they sit outside of our borders in the water, and they sit there and they wait for one of our boats, because what they want to do is they want to like follow us. They just want to keep track of what we're doing.
Yeah.
But they learned the hard way. Like I think it was second deployment, they were fucking with us. They were trying to use our instruments and shit, and fuck with us. We're on a carrier. First of all, our carrier's unsinkable. We have the most advanced technology. So they're trying to fuck with our shit. We're looking at it laughing. We flip a switch and we basically shut their shit down. Like their entire ship. Like they can't fuck with us. Like,
oh damn,
but,
that's pretty cool.
It's awesome. It's like they have no chance, but they just follow us because they want to keep tabs on what we're doing.
Yeah.
And do you like see people like walking outside on the shit, or do you just see the boat?
I got a picture of it.
That's wild though, bro. I didn't know y'all be that damn close.
It's
like what the hell?
They be a little. We try. I mean, we're on a carrier. They're on a.
But of course, like they're not trying to like start something or anything.
Hell no, that'll start a whole damn war.
Yeah, a whole war and all
That's
that.
crazy as fuck. Bro.
That's awesome.
Because I think it was like Like our CEO ended up coming on like, hey guys, just want to like talk. Yes, that is a Russian destroyer behind us. Just to let you guys know, like everything's good. Like they like
to remain
like
calm
keep
and all.
tabs on us.
Yeah. Cool.
You know, we try to lose them though. I mean, we did lose them at one point for a good while.
That's funny. But all right. Anyways, we already reached that mark right there. Any last comments you want to say, Vinny or Malik, ETHIEN? Any last question? Quick, little, small question.
If I ask any more questions, it'll go on for a minute. So
That's what I'm saying. Small question, like short answer question.
was it weird getting back on land after being out there for 207 days? Like, did you walk weird?
Let me just say this, right? Just showering in a shower was weird.
Oh,
Because the showers are like boxes and you have to wear Crocs or something because you know you don't want to touch the floor.
Yeah, the flooring.
50 years of
Wars
pee
and
and
shit.
semen
Yeah.
and poop and shit.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Cool. Well, then close it out, Malik.
So yep, that was our episode, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll have more Vinny next week. He's supposed to be back with us. So
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll
we
see.
got more videos today too. So it's
Yeah. Sure. We'll see him around. We'll keep seeing him around. But yeah, comment down below if you like him or not. I'm just kidding. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Like,
Say yes, so
subscribe,
we can
comment,
fly
share
up
your
and get it from
ideas,
him. Force him to
and
come down here.
yeah.
Follow me on
Peace.
Instagram.
Yes, follow him.
Yeah, yo, plug that shit.
That's wild though, bro.